So you're creatively blocked in your business or your sex life. The frustration is mounting as your ideas are running dry. Your passion is feeling like a distant freaking memory. And you remember when everything flowed naturally, but now you just feel stuck in a rut. It's like a heavy weight is pressing you down and stifling that creativity and joy right on out of you. Well, in this episode of the Multiorgasmic Millionaire podcast, we're going to dive into a very powerful concept that might just be the key to unlocking that flow again, increasing your somatic IQ to activate your creative potential. Inspired by the book Heal Your Nervous System by Dr. Linnea Passalar, I'm going to explore how moving beyond mindfulness to a state of bodyfulness can transform your life, my loves. You've probably heard a lot about mindfulness, which is just bringing your attention to the present moment, observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment, and that's all good and fine and dandy. And it is beneficial, but sometimes it can feel like a mental exercise that's detached from the physical sensations of your body. This is where bodyfulness comes in. Bodyfulness, or your somatic IQ, as I like to say, emphasizes staying aware of your sensory experiences in your body that ground you deeply in the present moment. And when you increase your somatic IQ, you actually start to heal your nervous system by becoming attuned to your body's sensations and emotions. And this practice allows you to release those sacral chakra blocks, which is the center of creativity and play. So now just imagine feeling that heightened sensory awareness that brings a total vibrancy and technicolor presence into your sex life and revives your passion for your business again. That is what we're going to dive into today, Hot Mamas. So stay tuned for the episode. Enjoy. Welcome to the Multiorgasmic Millionaire podcast, where sexual liberation meets financial empowerment. Join me, Tilly Storm, top 20 sex coach worldwide, on my own journey to becoming a multi-orgasmic millionaire. Through the mystical art of sex magic, financial savvy, and guidance from my very own mystical yoni oracle, I'm going to reveal how I'm turning orgasms into cold, hard cash. Get ready to dive deep and discover the secrets to living a life of abundance on your own multi-orgasmic terms. All right, loves. One of my favorite recent books that I've read lately is the Heal Your Nervous System book by Dr. Linnea Passalar. I mentioned it in an episode, I believe it was 302. But one of the parts about this book that I really love is that she talks a lot about how mindfulness is a great practice to have, but bodyfulness is what's really required for us to heal our nervous systems. So today we're talking about increasing your somatic IQ to activate creative potential in the bedroom and business. It's very interesting because I've had many clients who feel creatively blocked in the bedroom, which is interesting because this is all about sacral chakra blocks. Now, the first way that increasing your somatic IQ or bodyfulness is going to help you become more creative is enhanced sensory awareness. When you have a higher somatic IQ, you're more aware of your senses. And this helps you in the bedroom because being in all five senses, being completely aware of our sensory experience brings us into the present moment. And we all know that the best sex happens when we aren't thinking about it. We are just present right there in the moment, following the pleasure, riding the waves of pleasure moment to moment. And we're not worried about how long it's taking. We're not trying to rush to a goal of getting to the orgasm. It's just being super present with what you're feeling and experiencing. And in your business, an increased sensory awareness allows you to pick up subtle cues, to read a room better, to respond more intuitively to your sensations. Intuition comes from somatic IQ. If you don't feel connected to your intuition, if you don't trust your intuition, that's because you don't trust your body. Your intuitive interoception abilities, they come from the body sensations. That's why they say that gut feeling. and things like that, because it means that when you feel in your body truth, you know what I'm talking about. You feel it as real. But if your somatic IQ sucks and you're not connected to your body, you feel numb, you feel nothing, then it's going to be really hard to tap into your intuition. And we all know that running your business from your intuition is going to take you a lot further with a lot less to-dos. Now, the second way that increasing your somatic IQ is going to help you be more creative in the bedroom and in your business is that when you have a somatic IQ, you release and express emotions as they come through. You don't block them. That's how your sacral chakra gets blocked in the first place, is you repress, repress, repress. So to unblock your sacral chakra is to really notice where in your pelvic bowl, your sacral chakra, by the way, is located at your tailbone. Where in your pelvic bowl do you feel like you're holding emotions? If you really tune in to what you feel when you take your awareness and you attune to the sensations in your pelvic bowl, what do you feel? What do you experience? What emotions arise? And when you get in touch with them and you learn to release them instead of repressing them, then you come into a place of flow and ease. Okay, but one of the first things that I notice when I work with clients is either inner child comes up or they have some repressed emotion that finally comes up to be looked at, to be felt, to be seen, to be heard, to be witnessed, and eventually to move along, right? So in the bedroom, how is this going to help you experience more creativity in the bedroom? Well, when you're in touch with your emotions, not only is that something that you're able to communicate more authentically with your partner, but it's going to lead to deeper emotional and physical intimacy because you're no longer holding on to and repressing things that are probably keeping you from experiencing pleasure in the first place. The way that the body holds and stores emotions is through tension. Your vagina is like a sponge. If you don't feel a lot of pleasure, if you have trouble getting to orgasm, then it's very likely that you are holding on to emotions and it's keeping you from experiencing the pleasure and the intimacy that you deeply desire in sex, like resentment, anger, pain, whatever. In business, releasing and expressing emotions is key. I know it sounds crazy, but it really is, because when you have emotional intelligence, when you are not repressing emotions, when you aren't trying to block them, but you're keen as to what to do with them, you feel in control of your emotions, you know how to express them and not repress them in appropriate ways, then you can navigate challenges more effectively in your workplace, especially if you have other female employees, because we are very emotional beings on the female end, and some men are too. But when you have other women working for you and you guys don't know how to manage your emotions or you're repressing them, this is going to come out and it's going to keep your business from thriving. If you've ever run a team, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so the third way that having a higher somatic IQ is going to support you to experience more creativity and pleasure in the bedroom and in business is that it's going to increase your creativity and playfulness. So when we're looking at unblocking sacral chakra, the sacral chakra is the center of creativity and play. And when we're looking at how does this show up in the bedroom, well, if you don't feel that sex is like a creative playground for you to play in as an adult, then you're looking at it all wrong. Okay. Many couples, many people take sex way too seriously, and they feel like it's such a source of pain and anger and resentment and hardship that they've completely forgotten how to play. So when you unblock that sacral chakra and you start laughing at yourself and you start playing more, then obviously it's going to take a lot of the weight off of your sexual experiences. And maybe you don't do things perfectly, or you have a sexual experience that maybe doesn't go where you were thinking it was going to go. That's okay, because when you come from a place of play and fun, then that's all that freaking matters. Now, in business, When your sexual energy is blocked in the sacral chakra, then it's going to make your business feel like a lot of freaking work and not a lot of play. And that's a terrible, terrible way to approach your business or your career, because you're going to burn out. You're going to eventually become so stressed, and it's going to be not fun for you, and you're going to lose your passion, and it's going to keep shutting down your sacral chakra even more. So you want to come back to that playful, fun, loving energy. And the way that you do that is by inviting more creativity and playfulness, by looking at where am I blocked in my sacral that's keeping me from that fun and play. Now, I will say that the last part of this is that when you cultivate somatic intelligence, when you are looking to unblock your sacral chakra and to experience more fun and play, the benefit is that you get in touch with that wild and primal nature, your primal wild side. And when you aren't so much in your head and you aren't thinking all of the time and you're following your intuition and instinct, this is when things are amazing. This is when life just seems to flow, when you have tons of synchronicities that happen. But most people are absolutely terrified of their wild primal nature because they've learned through society, religion, and all of these things that being connected to your body is something you should be scared of, that you definitely shouldn't listen to your body. You shouldn't listen to your sexual nature, that it's something that you have to completely be in control of. And your body is something to not be trusted. That's what I got taught growing up. That's all I knew growing up. And then when I had my first baby unassisted when I was 23 years old, everything I knew about the body and intuition was completely thrown out the water. And I completely recognized in that moment of birthing my baby on all fours that, oh my God, my body tells me exactly what I need to do to have this baby in the way that he's meant to be born. And I didn't need anybody to tell me. I didn't need anyone to direct me or to tell me when to push or any of those things, because I listened to my body. And thank freaking God I did. Thank God I had the intuition to just tune in and listen, because your body always knows best. So when you forget the thinking, when you let go of that logical thinking mind, it taps you into this inner well of intuition and instinct and this wild primal nature that so many of us are completely disconnected from. So if that is you, if you're burned out and not inspired by your business or career, if you don't feel creative in the bedroom, if sex feels more like a chore or a burden than a fun way to express yourself, then I want you to go book at the link in the show notes the Creative Flow Activation Call. This call is for you to help you get to the bottom of your sacral chakra blocks and to really uncover answers and insights to get you back and flow. So I'd love to see you there. I'd love to support you on this journey to really activating your creative flow. How can we get you unblocked so you experience more and you tap into more of your intuition and instincts, so you can lead your business from a place of true authenticity and power, so you can show up in the bedroom and in your partnership in a way that feels really yummy and juicy and fills you up and is exciting. All right, loves, see you there.